This is something that most people don't know how to do correctly, and this is how to correlate time frames in trading. So what you want to do always, all the time, is you want to start out on the higher time frames and build up the context for your trades and scaling down on the lower time frames to position yourself for the trade. So we can start out on a weekly, and let's say we will go right here, okay? So on a weekly, I know I'm clearly bullish, and on weekly, what I just want to know is I want to know my candlestick analysis, and in this case, price is just at all-time highs, giving me this bearish candlestick, which means price is most likely gonna go a bit lower for give me the weekly or a daily pullback. So that's the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, what I'm doing is I'm marking out my swing low and swing high of this trend. So in this case, this is a swing low and this is a swing high. Also, what I'm doing on a daily is I'm using my fibs from A to B, and I want to see pullback at least 38.20. Okay, and then the other thing what I'm gonna do on a daily is mark out my key levels or previous levels of structure, which is gonna be exactly right here. That's my job on a daily done. Swing high and swing low, and key levels, and fibs if it's possible. Okay, so right now I'm gonna be dropping down on H4 time frame to see what I can do. Because right now I know on a daily I'm in a pullback phase, on a weekly I close bearish, so I'm not gonna be hopping into any buys just the market is bullish. No, I want to see lower time frame structure shift to hop into buys, either or some type of a H4 range to continue the bullish trend. So I can mark out some key levels on H4 as well. And on H4 I'm using swing high and swing low as well. In this case it's similar to the daily, so I can leave it like this, and yeah, let's play it. Okay, you can see this huge rejection on H4, following by retesting this previous level of structure. And right now, that's the thing. What I want to do right now is I want to scale down on the lower time frames, because I know on daily, on H4, I'm bullish, excuse me. But on the lower time frames, H1 and 30, I'm bearish. What I want to see on the lower time frames is the confirmation of the lower time frame structure shift. I want to see the trend on M30 and M15 to switch to be bullish, and I can ride the major trend to its own highs or its own lows. So I know this was the previous structure on M30, lower high and lower low. And I want to see this high to get broken for me to be able to hop into trade. Because if price will still continue and maintain this bearish structure on M30, it can give us way deeper pullback. So I want to see this last high to get broken. Okay? So let's see, let's play it. Okay, price is pushing up, made another lower high. And right now what happened is price broke this level of market structure, which means that's the context. I'm right now bullish on the daily, which I rejected previous structure point. I rejected 61.8 on the fibs. I made a rejection candlestick, engulfing candlestick, which is hell of a confirmation. On H4, the same thing. I made that range, which I wanted to break out of. And on lower time frames, I broke which is the most important part. I broke the structure on the lower time frames. So right now I'm bullish on every time frame. So my probability for this trade to happen and go up is way higher than go down, because I have bullish bias on every time frame right now. Because imagine if I buy somewhere right here, I'm bullish, I see some candlestick and I hoping to buy. I will get stop out probably. You always want to wait for that lower time frame structure shift. And I will be using the same principle. This is a push, so I'll be waiting for a pullback, which happened right here. So Fips from A to B. Price goes down, retest previous structure point, which price tend to do. You know, price tend to retest previous structure highs, previous structure lows. So for me, how I would be entering this trade, I will be setting buy limit at this white zone. And since this will be a swing trade, I would give price a room to breathe, let's say 400 pips under this white zone, under these levels of support and resistance. And I'll be targeting this major daily high and H4 high, which is a swing high. And if price wants to continue bullish, it will most likely touch or break that swing high. So that's how I would be trading this position. I'm not gonna be going over entry right now. As I said, buy limit here, stop loss under the zone. And let's play it. And price eventually got there, and that would be the trade. And we can continue, but as I said, that's the major thing. If I'm gonna repeat this process yet again, I know on a daily I'm bullish, okay? But I don't want to hop into trade just immediately. I want to wait for some type of a pullback to happen, okay? Which I have right now. So point A, point B, 38.20. Again, key level right here. At this point, my swing low is this, and my swing high is here, okay? This is the key level. I want to see price retest it, or I want to see pullback at least 38.2%, which is already happening. But you know what is happening on the lower time frames. On the lower time frames, we got structure broken to the downside, which means price is ready to give us some type of a pullback, okay? So I'm not gonna be hopping into buys immediately. I want to see lower time frame structure shift and lower time frames to be bullish again, because right now lower time frames are bearish, okay? So in this case, I need to see this high to get broken for me to indicate price is ready to go up again. So if I'm gonna play it, price didn't break it yet, and this is recent price action, by the way. Look at this. If you would hop into buy somewhere right here, you would get stopped out. You need to always wait for that lower time frame structure shift again. So in this case, it's gonna be this high right here, and let's play it. And this high got broken right here. So same principle. I'm gonna be applying the same principle. You can check this trade after, because this is recent price action. Let's see what's gonna happen. Right now I'm bullish on the daily. I retested 50%, which is significant enough pullback for me. I'm bullish on H4, swing low, swing high. I'm bullish on H1, bullish on M30, bullish on every time frame. So Fips again, point A, point B. And this is where price is currently trading. So This is previous structure point, which also lines up with 38.20. Every time frame is bullish, so I'm gonna be waiting for price to retest this zone, give me my entry confirmation, and then I'm gonna be targeting this daily high, which is also a swing high, because as I said, if price wants to continue bullish, it will break or at least touch the previous swing high or swing low.